This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Winston drops it to Jones in the flat. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A first down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
550.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, even. That.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 550.
From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
550. Green, triple C. Here we go, even. Hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Ready. Black, 22's hot. Easy. Sonic. 550. 555's hot.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Okay. Here we go, even. Four down. Sonic. Follow.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first down, gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
14.
Goff throwing again. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Green, triple C. 5-0.
Following the interception, Winston. Caught by Gates, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Sonic. Hey, 5-0.
2nd down, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Here we go, Sonic. Hey, 5-on-50. Hey, that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They come out here in the eye.
5-on-50. 5-0.
Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Yates with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hey, let's get it converted. Ready.
First down, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Goff on first down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
550. Hey,
Jameis now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
easy. Screen, triple C.
On third down, Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. The give is to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Stop. Let's go. Ready. Back to the back.
Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. It's gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again is gone. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 550. 550. 550. 550.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Even.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long. But they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Gall. Right side complete. That's Woods. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
76. Obama.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun. Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Looking for Woods that time. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Sonic.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Right side catch. This is Gates. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
The 1st down throw for Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot before break here. Goff under pressure again, and down he goes again. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Able to push his way through. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ready? Blue waiting. Follow. Push that up.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Even. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On 1st and 10, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, the 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch 30.
Goff now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 36 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Screen, triple team. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They come out here in the eye. Now Winston. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Again, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Gurley. And now he bowls him over. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now Goff on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Yeah, baby. Ready. Black 22. Hey, sub.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. Going to let this thing go deep for Gates. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Even. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Screen, triple C. Even.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Hey.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Go, Salad. Black 20. 12.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Goff. And that last reception puts him over 100. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Powers through. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or